Hi there, tracker owners. Today on your 2000 Chevrolet Tracker, we're going to be taking a look at the best flat tow components. Flat towing your vehicle requires 5 main components. Those main components are your tow bar, which is the connection point between your vehicle and your motorhome. You'll have your base plate, which is the connection point installed on your vehicle for your tow bar. Your supplemental braking system, which applies the brakes inside your vehicle when you hit the brakes in your motorhome to help it come to a stop. Your diode wiring, which takes all of your lighting signals on your motorhome and transfers them back to the lights at the back of your vehicle. And lastly, your safety cables, which is an additional supplemental connection in addition to your tow bar. So in the event of a catastrophic disconnect, you still have a connection to help you come to a safe stop. Our customer opted for the Falcon 2 tow bar. The Falcon 2 tow bar is a great entry-level tow bar. It really has everything that you'd need for a flat tow setup. It provides your connection point, and it's also non-binding. But I would recommend Roadmaster's Falcon all-terrain tow bar. It has a nicer non-binding setup. This setup here is difficult to release, even though it is non-binding. Roadmaster does have a tool that comes separate to give you more leverage to release the non-binding, but the all-terrain has levers built onto it, so you don't have to purchase any additional tools. You don't have to worry about losing anything. And what I really like about the all-terrain over the Falcon 2 is the channels located down the side of the tow bar where you can route your safety cables and your wiring, so that way you don't have anything hanging down when going down the road. It helps keep things from dragging on the pavement and will just overall increase the life of your components because they're not going to be flexing so much. We currently have Roadmaster's base plate installed, and this is the one that I would recommend. This is a really easy base plate to install. There are a couple other options for your tracker from Blue Ox as well as Demco. However, I find both of those are quite a bit more difficult to install, and they don't offer as clean a look when you're done. I just find this one to be a lot easier to install, and I like the way it looks. Our customers installed Roadmaster's InvisiBrake braking system, and this is a great permanent braking system that you can install in your vehicle. The InvisiBrake is a bit more work to get installed in comparison with SMI's Stay in Play or Air Force One units. I do prefer SMI's Stay in Play or Air Force One over the InvisiBrake, but the InvisiBrake is a good system as well. If you were looking at a portable option, if you had another vehicle that you wanted to flat tow or you just didn't want to have components that stayed on your vehicle all the time, Blue Ox's Patriot 2 is my portable braking system of choice. The InvisiBrake is going to attach at your brake pedal. It's going to be hidden in comparison with some of the other ones, and it'll pull your pedal down whenever you apply the brakes in your motorhome. And now you might be wondering, well, do I even need a braking system on my vehicle? I have a trailer that I pull that doesn't have any brakes on it. And the answer is yes, you do need a braking system in your vehicle. Most states require it by law. And let's put you in a scenario. If you have your motorhome, you're probably going to be traveling, and often across country you're going to be going through some hilly or mountainous terrain. And when you're coming down a hill, if you don't have a braking system and you've got the brakes applied in your motorhome's bearing all the way to your vehicle. Down a long extended hill, this could cause the brakes to overheat and potentially fail. By adding a supplemental braking system into your vehicle, the brakes that's already installed on your vehicle will apply and take all of that burden off your motorhome, making it safe to easily go down those hills. We're using Roadmaster's diode wiring kit to get all of the lighting signals from our motorhome transferred back to the lights on our vehicle. This is my preferred kit, as the Roadmaster diodes are a nice small package with a solid heatsink on them, so they tend to last longer than some of the other competitors out there. You've also seen some vehicles that just have magnetic lights that stick on top, and those do work just fine, but they don't offer as clean of a look as your diode wiring that we've got installed in the vehicle here. And also the wiring that we have installed is always there and ready to go. We just have to plug in. With the magnetic lights, you have to get them out every time, get them in the right spot. Some of them have kind of large pads where they stick, so this corrugation can be difficult to get it to stick properly. And then you have to run the wiring down the side of the vehicle and hope that it doesn't catch up on anything on the road. And for our safety cables, we're using Roadmaster's safety cables. The Roadmaster has a lot of different sizes available, and they make very strong, durable safety cables. What I like about these cables is that they have a quick attach on one end, and on the other end they have a C-type locking clamp, which makes it easy to keep your cables with your motorhome and quickly disconnect from your vehicle. For your tracker to properly display the lights at the back of it, you're also going to need a brake light relay. The brake light relay interrupts the brake signal from your vehicle when the key's in the off position. So that way when the brake pedal's applied from your braking system, the brake lights don't come on from the vehicles. They come on only when they get those signals from the motorhome. This is important when you're turning. Let's say you're going to make a left turn, you turn your blinker on, and then you're slowing down to make that turn. Well, if your brake supply in the vehicle and you didn't have a brake light relay, all the people behind you would see is the brake lights that is being supplied by the brake light switch in your vehicle. By putting the brake light relay in, we've interrupted that circuit, so we're going to be getting the signals from our motorhome. So you'll see the left turn signal, and on the right side, you'll see your brake light. So this way, fellow drivers around you will know exactly what you're doing. One final component that you may need is a high-low adapter. When flat towing your vehicle, you want it to be as level as possible. The general rule is that you want to be within 3 inches, plus or minus, and if you are exceeding that, you want to try and bring that up or down to match. A high-low adapter is installed in the hitch on your motorhome and will either raise up the receiver or drop it down to connect your tow bar to get that level playing field. And that completes our look at the best flat tow components for your Chevrolet Tracker.